Hello, and welcome to your reading for the next 7 days. My name is Angela, and I'm an intuitive card reader. But first up, I want to tell you about this Marseille Tarot deck. So, the Marseille Tarot deck is a tarot deck that originated in northern Italy in the 15th century. So, it has been reproduced now that tarot has become back in fashion. So that's how old tarot actually is. It's many centuries. I did read something that actually the tarot deck originated in Europe, influenced by fortune-telling cards that originated in China. But anyway, so I recently received this from someone who went to Rome. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, it's an interesting deck. So I will show you the unboxing. And today we will be pulling the cards from this deck. Oh, Towers ended up on the top. Let's do the other one. Sun. So it's very interesting because there is no pictures on the suits cards aside from the page, knights, queens and kings. But for example, this is the Nine of Pentacles, so we don't normally have that picture of an independent woman who's enjoying the fruits of her labour. We just have these 9 symbols, so it's a little bit harder to read. But anyway, before we start off, I'll go through the signs one by one as usual. But this week is a full moon week, and it's Leo full moon at 13 degrees of Leo. It happens at 11:09 a.m. on the 2nd of February for us here in New Zealand. So that will be a bit slightly earlier in the morning for Australian viewers, and of course it's on the 1st of February for the rest of the world, most of the rest of the world. So yeah, the Leo full moon is about celebrating gorgeously, really enjoying partying and get-togethers and shining, really, being the star. Okay, so let's get into Aries. Now, I've had a question come through in the comments, so thank you for that, asking about whether I do personal readings. Yes, I do, and they're available on my Etsy shop. Now, there is a link to my Etsy store in the description in any of my videos. So it can be a bit tricky on how to reach the description in YouTube. And it's easier if you have the YouTube app on your device. But if not, yeah, just scroll down to the more until you find the description. You'll find all sorts of information. You'll find translations. You'll find transcripts. You'll find click on the links, all that sort of thing. So head there because that's the easiest way to find me, because a lot of the things, because I'm so small, you can't actually search for me on YouTube or Etsy. Even if you typed in my exact right address, it still doesn't bring up. It's literally, so you have to follow the link. So click on that from the description. So thank you for that question. But okay, right, we will get into it. And first up is Aries. So Spirit, what message do we have for Aries for the next 7 days? Okay, that's too many. Card for Aries. What do we have for Aries in store for the next 7 days? Okay, and we have the Three of Swords. Now the Three of Swords is about heartbreak. And we do have the sun on the bottom of the deck, so we'll include that in the reading. Because, you know, we can all get a bit scared by the Three of Swords. Three of Swords, when it comes in your reading, is a definite no. But it's also, yeah, it represents heartbreak and bad health. So it is a time of healing, a time for healing. And it may indicate that you need to go and seek further health advice. I'm a big one for not seeking help from the medical profession unless absolutely necessary. But when the Three of Swords turns up, it is telling you that you will need to really make sure that you're following the right process, or seeking that medical help for your illness or bad health. Some things just won't go away with natural remedies, or looking after yourself. Sometimes you do need that antibiotic or whatever it is, surgery or whatever to correct what is wrong. So yes, Aries, I really feel for you if you're going through any sort of heartbreak at the moment. It does also represent delays, and it is a time of sadness and forgiveness. So yeah, it is a time to forgive and let go of a person or a situation. But just yeah, remember to feel those feelings. Feel that sadness. Sometimes it's easy to push them away because it's when we have these feelings of heartbreak, but we just have to really embrace them. And because we can't go through the sorrow, we can't experience celebrations and happiness without experiencing the sorrow as well. And also, yeah, that's why I pulled this. That's why I showed you the bottom of the deck. The sun shows that everything will go right. Everything is happening in the right time and for the right reason. It may not feel like that at the moment, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it isn't the light of the oncoming train. So the sun at the bottom of the deck, the sun is the most positive card in the deck. It represents success, joy, positive outcome. So I do see these new beginnings that are coming from this heartbreak will be bring you material happiness and fortunate relationships and abundance. So the efforts from your past projects will begin to bear fruit, and there will be celebrations in the future. Yeah, so there could even be fortunate marriages. So this heartbreak, if it's a relationship query that you've come to the reading for, it will say this heartbreak is necessary for you to find the right relationship and to be happy within yourself as well. Okay, so thank you, Aries. Moving on to Taurus. Okay, Spirit, what do you have in store for Taurus for the next 7 days? Okay, this is a reading for Taurus. Spirit, what do we have in store for all the cards fallen out? So this is a new deck, Taurus. So yeah, it doesn't quite have the same energy as the decks I've been working with, but we'll take this one. And we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a card of passion. He is a player. So you could be hooking up with someone this weekend or this week. or having a passionate encounter. Yeah, when the Knight of Wands turns up in your reading, it signals the arrival of someone, usually a young man, but it could be also news of arrival of a message about something in the realms of creativity, perhaps some project that you've been working on, perhaps you've applied to study for something that's creative. There will be arrival of a message this week. The Knight of Wands also signifies that there are invitations on the way to you. So stay connected. Normally we seem to get this influx of messages telling us to disconnect, but when the Knight of Wands turns up in your reading, it's saying stay connected, as there will be fun invitations and a lot of passion. Now the Knight of Wands could indicate unexpected money coming into you, and it does represent business travel. But yeah, for most of you it will be a passionate love affair. Now for some of you it could indicate a change of residence, and I'm just looking at the white of the horse. White could be significant, so if you are looking for a new home, if white is a significant colour in that new home, take that as a good sign. But most of all, the Knight of Wands represents an urgent situation. So yeah, have fun this weekend, Taurus. And yeah, thank you. Okay, moving on to Gemini. Okay, Spirit, what do we have in store for Gemini? Message for Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Oh, that's too many. Okay. Yeah, that is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands follows her heart and her true north with passion and doesn't care what anyone else thinks or says. After all, we will all get feedback and suggestions telling you to do the exact opposite of what you say you want to do or going to do. So the Queen of Wands tells you to move confidently forward in your endeavours and your creative pursuits. Luck is also on your side when the Queen of Wands comes in. And she represents courage and confidence and independence. So bring that energy into whatever you're doing this week. It's going to be a busy week for you. And she also represents sex appeal and motherhood and fertility. So yeah, really move forward with confidence and just be your own cheerleader this week, Gemini. Ignore the haters. But more than that, just ignore well-meaning advice, because that's much more distracting and more influential is the well-meaning advice from people who are close to you. Yeah, because sometimes when you're doing following your own path, it's the path less followed, and some people only know the well-trodden path, and they don't want to see you lose or be disappointed. But you can know that when the Queen of Wands turns up in your reading, following your true north, following your passion is the key to success. Okay, Good luck, Gemini. Okay, moving on to Cancer. Spirit, please give us a message for Cancer for the next 7 days. Message for Cancer for the next 7 days. And I've been asking for one card because I want to keep these readings as from going on too long. But when we pull two cards, I will honour them. So these cards are very, very interesting, as I said to you in the intro. But this is the Suit of Pentacles. So this is the card of the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So these two turning up together is really, really interesting. Often the Four of Pentacles can be a time of budgeting, of managing your money carefully. And sometimes there's a message of holding on too tightly to your material possessions. But yeah, not in this case, with this deck. This Four of Pentacles is amazing. And while I say that these suit cards, the minor arcana cards, are really a little bit more difficult with this deck because they don't have that many depictions. The Four of Pentacles is one of the cards that's actually better than the normal depiction. So the Four of Pentacles here is suggesting real stability in your wealth and your financial status, your financial your worth and financial. There's real stability there. Yeah, and real I'm searching for a word that's not success. There's just great wealth in your time. So you don't need to feel insecure because there's a real feeling of security and wealth here. And the Six of Pentacles is the card of giving and receiving. So you can plan for the future without clinging too tightly and not being afraid of change. It is, when these cards come up, it is a card of donating to worthy causes and being charitable. And cards for philanthropy. So you could be going to a charity event this weekend, this week, or that could be important in your life. So the Six of Pentacles is a card of prosperity in your realm as well. And small gestures of kindness and generosity will be rewarded. And it is a card of giving and receiving. So yeah, it could indicate that it is time to be generous. If you happen to have gardens, for example, and have an overabundance of fruits and vegetables, and make sure you're donating them to your local Kai store or your local food store. Now in New Zealand we have these stands. I'm sure there are a lot of community stands around the world where people share generously their extra supplies. And this is mostly fruit and vegetables. For example, if you have a mature fruit tree, you'll often, the harvest is all at once, and so you often have more than you need. So people like to take them along to the community food stands and and give them to people who perhaps don't have those access to that fruit and vegetables. It's a really good way of sharing. But yeah, it is a card of winning and increased abundance coming into your world. So Cancer, you can feel secure You are increasingly wealthy. And you can plan for the future knowing that this abundance is in your realm. You don't need to stress. There's just no need for it. No need to worry because it's not going to happen. Okay, so thank you, Cancer. Moving on to Leo. Spirit, what do we have for Leo? And it is an important week for Leo with the Leo full moon. The full moon in your sign. And we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, he brings messages of true love. I mean, the Knights can represent women as well as men, but they're just depicted in a more male energy. So the Knight in Cups is often referred to as the Knight in Shining Armour. So there will be messages of love coming to you this week, and someone is coming towards you. So it can indicate wedding proposals as well. But if you're asking about love, just you can be rest assured that this person is the right one for you. They are true in their intentions. Sometimes Leo people we can have had so many with the online dating, and that we can come across so many people that we doubt it when we come across someone who has true intentions. But yeah, this person really feels like they really want to shower you with love and have you as part of their future. So enjoy, Leo. Okay, next up is Virgo. Spirit, what do we have in store for Virgo for the next 7 days? Spirit, please give us a message for Virgo for the next 7 days. Message for Virgo. And there's going to be a lot of heat in your world, Virgo. I'm just getting a hot flash as I do, or a feeling of hotness. So there's a real sign of passion, but there's also the Two of Cups that have come into your realm. Two of Cups has turned up for you, Virgo. So a lot of passion, but the Two of Cups is a good card to come out when you're asking about love. Says love is in the air, and it's a good sign for couples, as it represents two people getting closer and relationships becoming closer. It also represents the end of conflicts and tells you that it is a time of forgiveness. You will be forgiven, or it is a time for you to forgive others. Now, it could also represent a new romantic partner coming into your life this week. And it is a card of overall harmony and stability. Now, if you are not asking about love, it could represent offers. So there could be a really good offer coming to you. Sometimes the Two of Cups can indicate two offers, so that multi-offer situation. Yeah, so the one that, if you're asking about which offer to accept, it's the one that's going to close off the conflict, that's going to end all conflicts and that sort of thing. So yeah, really interesting there. And this Two of Cups does happen to have the picture there of the happy couple down below. And it's a young couple. So it's definitely representing that there's young love, or new love, shall I say. Okay, enjoy, Virgo. Next up we have Libra. And that card came very, very quickly. we have Libra, we have the Hierophant, and this represents tradition and the court in legal situations. So the Hierophant is a card of marriage. If you were asking about come to here to love, there could be, yeah, so it is a card of marriage. So you could be getting married or, yeah, that is on the cards for you. It represents tradition and religion, traditional religions. So religious ceremonies could be important to you. And it is telling you to follow those traditional religious ceremonies. Perhaps that's what you're coming to the reading for. Perhaps you're planning a wedding and you're wondering whether to have a traditional ceremony or a more modern ceremony. It's telling you to embrace the traditions. That will bring you greater joy and happiness. The Hierophant is a card of continual learning. So yeah, if you're asking about shall I embark on further study, it's saying yes. The Hierophant is a yes to whatever question you're asking, but it also represents you know, judges and courts and higher powers. So that could be significant, Libra. Very significant in your reading this week. But yeah, it is a definite yes, so you will be winning if you are going to court this week. Okay, thank you, Libra. Moving on to Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio, there's a real feeling of fatigue, real feeling of heaviness whenever I come to your readings. So Spirit, what do we have for Scorpio this week? Okay. What have we got? There are 4 cards, but I'll just take the one on the top. Trying to keep these. Maybe I'll just, now that I've started looking at them, I can't stop. And Scorpio, this is so typical for you. And so typical for you. And that we can't just pull one card. We have the Chariot, we have the 2 of Pentacles, we have the Magician, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. And this is what I was saying. Although if you look at the 3 of Pentacles, that doesn't give you much compared to the traditional 3 of Pentacles depiction. But the 2 of Pentacles is amazing. The 2 of Pentacles is a real card of success and wealth. 2 of Pentacles is traditionally supposed to be about balancing and busyness. But yeah, to me, it's 2 of Pentacles here is representing stable finances. And yeah, you are in a financially stable situation, Scorpio. And with a Chariot here, there's a lot of success. And Magician says that you have all the resources that you need. So yeah, you this Spirit is really telling you that you have the stability and the financial means to go about initiating these new projects. And with the 3 of Pentacles, it's telling you about teamwork. So it is telling you to work with others. And And maybe it's about using all your resources. So teamwork could be taking on staff or people, involving other people in your projects. And you might have been wondering how you were going to find the finances to pay for these. But yeah, just think about more of your projects as collaborations rather than employer-employee situations, and that will be successful for you, Scorpio. Yeah, so when the Magician comes up, it's about really getting creative and finding solutions to move forward. But bringing other people on is definitely the key to your success here this week, Scorpio. So thank you very much. Good luck with those creative endeavors, those new projects. So next we'll move on to Sagittarius. Spirit, what do we have in store for Sagittarius? Okay, Spirit, please give us one card for Sagittarius. Oh, and we have the Knight of Cups again. So then just like for oh gosh, I can't remember one of the other signs. The Knight of Cups is about proposals and does represent knight in shining armor coming towards you. He brings messages of love. Perhaps you are the knight in shining armor. If you are the male, I do realise that a lot of men watch my readings, so thank you. So it can depict men and women, the knight. But it's sort of male energy. It's saying that you should move forward and be the knight in shining armor for your partner. Or it's saying that your knight in shining armor is coming towards you. So there are new messages of love, and there could even be wedding proposals. So yeah, there's just a lot of love around you, Sagittarius. So yeah, it's going to be a very happy and romantic week for you. Now, if you are not coming here for a love reading, the Knight of Cups is a very promising omen. Said that there's new messages bringing good news and really good offers coming towards you. Okay, thank you, Sagittarius. Moving on to Capricorn. Okay, Spirit, what do we have in store for Capricorn this week? Okay, Spirit, messages for Capricorn. And we have 4 cards again, and I'm trying to keep these short and just ask for 1 card. But I did with Scorpio show all of the cards. So I will do the same. Now your main overall message here is the Ten of Pentacles. And as Capricorns, I'm a Capricorn myself, we love the Ten of Pentacles. It represents a lot of wealth coming towards you. Money is coming towards you. So if you are coming here worried about your finances, asking if you're going to win, or if that new job or that success that you're after, this is a definite yes, and there is money and wealth coming towards you. But we start off with the Hanged Man, move on to the Page of Cups here, and the Ace of Swords. So there's definitely breakthroughs coming through, Capricorn. So perhaps, and Capricorns are really hard workers and diligent and often work on long-term projects. And it looks like you've been in a time where, with the Hanged Man, a time of stuck energy, and where you've been waiting a long time. But this offer that's coming through with the Page offer is a really good offer, and it's going to lead to a breakthrough. So yeah, these breakthroughs, Capricorn, will lead to great success, great wealth, and great financial security, and long-term financial security. So Capricorn, well done, and congratulations, and just rest assured you are financially looked after by Spirit. Okay, next up we have Aquarius. So Spirit, please give us a card for Aquarius. And that was a quick again. Yeah, the energy for Aquarius, it flies in very, very quickly. And we have the Tower card. So there is going to be a Tower moment for you, Aquarius. So beware of accidents. You can see these people tumbling down. And I know the Aquarian I know. She is a yoga teacher. So just beware of injuries and accidents, because there could be a tumble this week. It came about quite quick, so it's going to happen very quickly. So if not a physical sort of tumble, then this week the speed of change might feel unsettling this week. But it is representing a wake-up call and freedom. So when the Tower card comes up in your realm, it is warning you of change and something happening, but it's also telling you to adapt to the new change, or it will be forced on you. I remember one time I was worked in an organisation in Australia, and they were calling for volunteers for redundancies. So I stuck my hand up because I was really keen on being made redundant, of getting that payout. And so, yeah, I did have a meeting with my manager, and he said, "Are you sure about wanting to be made redundant?" And I said, "Yeah, I actually am." And okay, he said, "Okay, prepare for that, but we'll have I'll need like at least a week to prepare for it." Well, unfortunately, this particular organisation was in the habit of there was no preparation, and my role wasn't that important that I needed to prepare or wrap up. And I also should have taken the warning that I should have been wrapping up in the few days beforehand, because I actually had a work laptop at home that I'd left at home that day. And so when the official news came through, official meeting that yes, you are going to be made redundant, they said actually you will need to follow the same process as we have done for everyone else, which is you can pack up your stuff and leave today. So I actually had to go back home and get the laptop in order to hand it over. And of course, I didn't get my redundancy payout until I'd handed over the work equipment. So yeah, be prepared, adapt, and it could be something like that for you. If you've been asking it but you didn't expect it to happen so quickly, just accept it. Run with it. Yeah, because take the opportunity. Take the Tower moment. Take that offer. And don't fight it because it will be forced on you anyway. Okay, thanks Aquarius. Good luck. Okay, last but not least, we have Pisces. So Spirit, what do we have in store for Pisces for the next 7 days? Okay, Spirit, message for Pisces. Okay, and we have the Ten of Swords. Oh, and underneath is the Hanged Man. So there is a time of, there's been a time of waiting, Pisces, but now the Ten of Swords means it's coming to an end. The Ten of Swords can indicate painful endings, but it's the end of a bad situation. And it's time for a new beginning. It's time for transformation. And the only way is from here is up. So expect your circumstances to improve. But yeah, there is a painful and difficult ending. So look, Pisces, I really feel for you, but just know that this stuck energy is often worse than the painful ending. So at least you know it's done, dead, and over with, and you can move on and start afresh. Okay, well, thank you everyone for watching. I really, really appreciate your time. Make sure you leave me a comment down below and tell me how this reading has resonated, and I will answer any questions. So, yeah, if you're wanting to communicate with me. But most of all, have a fantastic week. Enjoy the celebratory energy this Leo new moon, Leo full moon brings to the week. Yeah, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.